Hi everyone, for today's lesson, we're going to talk about importing bank transactions. An alternative to linking your bank accounts is to import bank transactions that have downloaded from internet banking from the bank. So once this file has been downloaded, you can now upload it. So we have ways on how to do the importing of the bank transactions. So you can go to the gear icon. Under the gear icon, you will see the tools, you will see the import data. From the import data, it will bring you to this screen and then click on the bank data. From the bank data, you can now see that we have different formats that QB accepts: the CSV, the QFX, QBO, OFX, and the TXT. These are file formats na kapag dinownload mo sa iyong bank, ito yung dapat na file format. Alin man dyan sa mga yan tatanggapin ni QB. So you will have to select your file upload. And then, can now go to your kung saan mo man siya sinave. And then, you can now click on next. After that, you could now look for what QB account would that be. So for me, that will be a bank. So I have already created a bank account in QB. So I will just have to map it. So minap ko na siya na dapat itong bank file na to, ang magiging QuickBooks account niya would be this one. So click on next. Once you are on the next window, what would you do is you have to map out your file to the QB's format. So see, this is the fields in QB, and this is your statement fields. So dapat yung date mo is dapat nakaturo, or dapat pag minap mo siya, dun din sa column kung nasaan yung date. So, ito, ginawa niya na meron na siya dito. And then, you have to select your format. So, depende kung ano yung format ng iyong inilagay. So, if hindi ako nagkakamali, parang ganito yata yung format ng aking nasa file. So, it really depends kung ano yung format ng date na nandoon sa file ninyo. So, titingnan nyo rin. And then, the description, okay, correct. Nasa column to siya. And then, the amount. So, ganito yon. Pagdating sa amount, if halimbawa, yung file na download nyo is magkahiwalay yung withdrawal and deposit, then you have to choose the two column. Pero kung halimbawa naman is hindi naman sila magkahiwalay at isang column lang siya, then you have to choose the one column na may positive and negative na numbers dapat yung one column mo para ma-distinguish kung alin yung incoming and yung outgoing. So, sa akin, magkahiwalay sila, so I will use the two column. And then, for the amount, what would you do is, for the money spent, you will choose the withdrawals, and for the money received, you will choose the deposits. So, dapat ganito yung itsura niya. If halimbawang two column, dapat alam mo kung alin yung para sa spent and alin yung sa received. So, ang next would be, after that, ayun. So, may times magkakaroon talaga ng errors na makikita dun sa file. So, for me, what happened here is mali daw yung date format ko sa CSV file. So, it's either na i-correct ko yung date mismo sa CSV file or papalitan ko yung date format na pinili ko sa nung tayo ay nag-upload na tayo. So, what I can do is back again. So, sorry, ito pala yun. Lumagpas tayo ng konti. So, malamang, I think ito siguro yung file format. Kasi kung hindi siya date na una, for sure month yung nauna. So, I'll try to use this one. So, tingnan natin kung tatanggap. Ayaw pa rin niya. So, wag daw tayong manghula. So, pag ganito, ayaw pa rin niyang tanggapin, you have to edit your data. So, let's see. I need to go to my documents. Open ko ang aking bank data. And, let's see if maano natin siya. So, ganito yon. Kapag may mga errors kayong ma-encounter, you have to fix those errors in order for you to do the importation. So, let's wait. Okay. So, this is the date format. So, what will I do is, dahil iba yung format niya, let me see. So. Okay. So, the date is DMMMY. So, ito pala yung format niya. So, wala kasi tayong DMMY. So, what I will do is I will have to customize. I-custom ko yung date, yung format niya. So, para tumama siya, what would I do is DDMM and then Y. So, yan yung format na gagawin ko. And then, that's too many pala. So, what will I do is look for here and then space special for the formats. Okay. So, ayan. Okay na siya. So, dapat pag nag-upload tayo, hindi na magkaka-problem yung data natin. So, what will I do is I will go back to this portion. I-upload ko siya, hoping na correct na yung ating CSV. May times kasi talaga na you have to edit the CSV file kasi it doesn't guarantee you na tatanggapin siya ni QB even though the file format is correct. Kasi minsan yung laman niya may mga spaces, may mga so you have to really check. So sa case ko kasi yung date format yung problem. So ayan, I think so we are correct na dyan. Sorry, I thought okay na siya. So let's go to ulitin natin. So, we have to correct these fields kasi nawala siguro siya nung ating nung tayo ay nag-back. So, that will be deposits. Okay, description. So, again, I will choose the DDMMYY. So, carry na. Next. So, dapat magne-next na yun. Yes! We did it! So, transactions with the amount of 0 cannot be imported. So, yes, if 0 yon hindi siya mai-import. Kasi 0 nga, but natin i-import, correct? So, once you are done, okay na siya. So, yun lang gagawin nyo if may mga problems sa date. It's either you change your format in QB or you change the file you are uploading. So, once you click on next, so 98 transactions will be imported. Do you want to continue? Yes. So, let's see. Yes. So, the next step would be accept your transactions. So, you are now in control of your bank info. So, kayo na ang bahala sa bank information nyo. Mag-show na siya ngayon for your review and you have to accept them if they are correct. So, ayun. So, how would you check if nag-import na siya? You will go to your banking and then banking tab and then dapat may lalabas na dyan transactions for review. Tan-tararan! Diba? Ang saya pag na-upload na siyang lahat. So, yan po. Nakikita nyo? Yan po yung magiging itsura niya once na na-upload mo na yung mga transactions mo. So, yes, we now, pwede ka na ngayong mag-accept ng mga transactions mo. And then, I just want to reiterate the following, no? So, when you say for review, these are the new transactions that will appear under that tab where they can be reviewed and actioned. Transaction in this tab do not affect the financials in any way. Again, inuulit ko, hindi pa nakaka-apekto sa financials ito dahil hindi mo pa naman ito na ma-match or na-i-add sa QB. They are just sitting there for your review. So, it is only once they are actioned that they appear on the banking registers and impact the financial. So, once na nagawa mo na yung mga actions mo na like add, match, yan. So, saka lang siya magkakaroon ng impact once na ipasok mo na siya as a transaction or na-accept mo na siya as a transaction sa QuickBooks. So, pag sinabi naman natin categorized, so lahat ng transactions na na-actionan mo na, like na-match mo na or na-add mo na, dito siya pupunta sa categorized. And then, for the excluded, these are the transactions that are not required to appear in the bank register. And, for example kasi, what if na-double yung bank feeds mo? So, i-exclude mo yung transaction kasi once na nandun lang siya sa for review at na-enter siya or na-match siya or na-i-add siya as transaction, maapektuhan ngayon ang financials mo kasi duplicate yun ng entry. So, what will you do is you have to exclude them and then once they are excluded, it will go under this tab. So, ganun po yun. And, so, at least now you know what we call what is the for review, for the categorize, and what is the excluded tab. So, if you want to go to your bank register, you just have to click the go to bank register. So, ayun. So, since wala pa nga tayong napapasok or na i-add or na i-match, wala ka pa makikita sa bank register. But I just did show you lang na pwede mo rin siyang tingnan doon. And another thing is, so ito yung ginawa natin kanina na yung BBBB account. Ito yung tinatanong kanina doon sa window na parang ano yung QuickBooks account na nung file na inia-upload mo. So, ayun po siya. So, the other one is na pwede kang mag-upload ng file if meron ng existing na nakagawa ka na ng meron ka na talagang QB account for your bank and you have existing transactions na sa susunod na pag-upload mo ng file, what you can do is you go to the banking and then banking tab. So, ito na yung banking tab. Just go to the right-hand corner ng screen mo. Makikita mo yung link account. May drop-down list dyan. You just click on the upload from file. And from the upload from file, dun ka rin niya dadalhin sa page na yon. So, ayan siya. So, ganun lang siya. Sa susunod, pwedeng dito ka na lang mag-upload. Kasi yung ginawa natin kanina, normally for pag yun ay yung mga first time pa lang na maglalagay ng transaction sa QB. So, kumbaga, pag magi-import sila nung mga nung pag wala pang laman talaga si QuickBooks, normally talaga doon siya dumadaan sa gear icon. Pero pwede rin naman sa banking. Pero yun kasi yung normal na practice sa yung import portion ng gear icon ang ginagamit. But then on the next uploading mo ng transactions, kung ayaw mong i-link yung bank account mo, pwedeng dito ka na dumaan or ito na yung way na gagamitin mo. So, that's it for today. If you have questions, you know what to do. Just send me a message and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching.